Okay.
Who are you with today?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean, who am I?
Okay, who do you come with at the hospital to?
I'm forced to come here by the father.
You're
He's my adopted father. I'm an orphan that was left at a train station at 8 months old. So I will do an outpatient basis. I'm willing to go to see a psychologist tomorrow. I have an interview tomorrow at 10:30 that I must go to. It's a job opportunity for me.
Do you want to close your mask above your
Sorry,
nose,
sorry,
please?
ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
If I can just find out from Mr. Why did you guys come here today and where are you coming from? I understand you're coming from
I'll tell you why.
private.
Because this is a letter, it's a bit of a copy. I think you've got it on the file somewhere. That's a letter from his PT, Dr. Peter Benningham, who's been prescribing him. He gave him Calantal and then he gave him Valerian. And he felt that that wasn't really doing it. He needed to go to Biko.
The drug is marijuana. There is no drug use. It's marijuana.
Are you using that?
Not now anymore, but I was. It's legal. There was nothing else.
So basically, okay. So basically, doctor said that's the best that he can do. But he felt that if he came to Dr. Probler, who obviously is in charge of psychiatry, then he and his team would be able to, instead of 3 days admission, something like that, he would be able to give a better way forward. Maybe not using the same medication or whatever.
Okay, Tony.
He was 11 months.
Let me just finish here. It's important, please.
Because he was 11 months in a rehab.
For marijuana.
Or whatever it was. Okay? And he's been in various other rehabs as well.
No, that's a lie.
We're looking for a better way forward. And Dr. Benningham felt that if he went to the psychiatric department with Dr. Probler, maybe they would be able to assess him and say, okay, Julian, don't do Calantal, don't do Valerian, do this and do that. And then you'll have a better. So that's why we're here.
And it's been working.
And we came here on Tuesday, and we only got here at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they told us go to Victoria West Hospital. And when I phoned Dr. Probler, he said, no, he apologizes for that. So we came this morning again. We'll be sitting.
Last week Tuesday.
We came last week Tuesday, they can tell you, at reception.
No, it wasn't on Tuesday.
We were here on Tuesday.
You're lying to her.
Truly, we came 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock. I waited for him to come to the hospital. I brought him here, and they said, sorry, at Victoria West, we don't take people in here. I said, no, hang on, Dr. Probler told me to come here. So I phoned Dr. Probler, he spoke to me on Thursday. He said he apologizes very much for that. Come again, and we'll go through the process. So that's why we're here today.
Did you make him aware you're coming today, or I hear you were being expected on Friday?
Friday.
He knows that we're coming here.
Can I speak, please?
Just let me finish. So basically, it was just to find a way forward from if my GP, his doctor for a long time, makes his recommendation that somebody else can give a better way forward and say, this is the medication you should be taking, and this is what you should be doing, right? Because now he is in psychosis. What he tells you...
I'm not in psychosis. You can see, I'm clearly not in psychosis.
You are, Julie.
I'm sitting here trying to tell you that. I can do an outpatient program where I will see a psychologist and we can work a way forward, but please understand me, this is forced. I'm an abused child. Since I was adopted, I was an orphan left at a train station at 8 months old. They don't want to admit it.
Julian, stop that. It's not helping.
They threaten me, they beat me with cricket bats and shamrocks. Deny it.
Oh, Julian.
They
Where
can't.
are the marks?
They don't beat me now. They've beaten me before. The marks are on my back.
Listen, don't give a speech. He was in 14 schools, right?
You see how they justify.
So in 14 schools tried to teach him, and 14 schools told him to go away. So don't go into that message, because we've got it all in black and white.
Please help
me. The idea is, the reason we're here is to say, if Dr. Crobb and his team are the people who will help us to do things better, then that's why we're here. But this is a very long way. I've been sitting outside the whole day. They told me to move it, and I did. down in the parking lot. But I think
No, sorry, it's just that obviously on a Monday it's quite busy, so.
I don't know those things already. No one tells me that.
Okay.
Nobody told me. And his, is it Elmarie? That's his assistant. I phoned her. I said, Elmarie, we're here. Oh, well, it could take all day. It could take 3 days. I said,
I've got an interview tomorrow. Please, I have to go to.
You're going there, Julie. So then, how much will work this thing out? I didn't know that today's busy. That's why we came here. We didn't know. Nobody
Yeah,
told
but
us.
Mondays in general.
Is it?
Anyway.
Okay, well, I'm glad you told me that, but first, no, Dr. Calder didn't tell me, and nor did his assistant. That doesn't help me a lot. Because then we would have said, okay, we'll come tomorrow, Tuesday.
Well, the thing is, in an emergency unit, it's also unpredictable.
I'm
Can't say that
aware of that.
it's
There's
going to be less.
a lot of people being fixed
You
here. I
see,
see that.
yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
Okay. So, Julian, when did you last smoke marijuana?
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
But I smoke it because I've got bipolar, and it's treated by the FDA. The Food Drug Administration allows me to use it to treat bipolar 1. It is a prescribed medicine, other than it being legal and you can consume it at home, which is legalized now in South Africa.
So, do you feel like your bipolar is well controlled?
Yes, I do. I'm not. What happens is they physically assault me. They threaten me to kick me out the house, to put me in jail. They swear at me. I've got it on recordings that I've given to the Hawks and I've given to the National Prosecuting Authority because they are abusing me. I'm an orphan and an adopted child that's been molested as well. I've been beaten with cricket bats. They've broke my nose. They've hit me with shambox. I am not in psychosis. You can hear that I speak clearly and I'm desperate for help. I'll go back home, I'll work on an outpatient basis, and I can see a psychologist every week. Sorry, I'll pull my mask up. I don't want trouble. I'm fighting for this country, and most people know that I fight for this country, for the children like me that were left with nothing.
How are you fighting for this country?
I fight for this country by putting my own life on the line. My own kids have been taken, moved to a different city behind my back and against my consent. I am not in psychosis. You can hear I speak clearly, I speak concisely. I'm not disrespectful to you, ma'am. I want to go home. I'm on Valium. At the moment, the Valium and the Fluanxil are helping me quite nicely. I lock myself in my room most of the day to try and stay away. I do housework. I work in the garden. I clean the toilets, and I try my very infrequent. Yeah. I do that. I'm not allowed to use the toilet inside. I have to use the servants' toilet outside now. I'm only allowed to shower every 3 or 4 days. That's what you said.
Oh, now you can see the message you're getting.
I'm not mad, but what I will do is I can do an outpatient. I will see the psychologist twice a week even, and I can go forward from there.
Are you hearing any voices?
No.
Are you seeing certain strange things?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Sorry, I have to ask him concurrently. Does he sometimes look like he's hearing voices or looking around? Does he look around quite a lot, see things that you guys aren't seeing?
What he does do is he uses the camera to photograph everything. When we drove here now, he's got his camera on us and driving down the street. I said, what are you doing? Oh, these people they're going in trouble, you know, the world's coming to an end and all this sort of stuff.
That answer is no. You can hear it.
You look at this camera, you'll see it. He photographs everything and anything.
The only reason
at home, be quiet, Julie. At home, he was very, very vulgar to my wife yesterday.
I did not do that.
The trauma case needed pharmacy for drug key, pharmacy for drug key.
Pardon?
I'll tell you something. You see here, what this is. The protection order.
This is a
And
setup.
there's a reason why. It's because he hasn't been listening to what we told him and behaving himself. And yes, looking for a job has been different. Okay?
I've got an interview tomorrow.
Yes, so he has an interview tomorrow. And hopefully that's what he needs. You see, he needs something to do. Apart from having work to do at home, which he does very seldom now, the fact is, he needs to do stuff, he needs to earn money. I've paid everything for him. Right? He hasn't paid me 1 cent in the last few years. Not 1 cent. He won't tell you that.
That's not true. I was working and I got retrenched. Unfortunately,
What were you working as?
I was working at Microsoft. I was a field representative. I've got a new job offer for a field representative that came in last week that he knows about, and I've got an interview tomorrow. I want to go to my interview. I'm not psycho. I'm not in psychosis. You can see I'm speaking to you clearly. I am not a psychotic case.
Why are you tapping your foot?
Why am I?
Why are you looking nervous?
Because they've done this to me before, where they put me in here and they forced me to come in. So I'm scared that it happens again, and I'm scared and I'm petrified. I don't know who to turn to or who to go to. That's why I'm scared.
So the problem now is that your GP referred you to Prof. Problem, not to me. Prof. Problem still has to see. Okay, it's not within my rights to discharge.
Can we come back tomorrow?
If he has to still see you.
Can I come back tomorrow then when I've done my interview?
It's not within my rights to say that, unfortunately.
So, but then am I being detained here?
So I'm going to speak to Prof. Probla as to what assessment I've made. Then he can make a decision.
What about my job interview tomorrow?
So he can still assess you and say, are you okay? But we need
Where
a
is he?
qualified psychiatrist.
Where is he? Why
He's
isn't
going to send one of his doctors to come and assess you. All right, I need to now give him my assessment.
Am I not allowed out of this hospital now? Am I detained in this
It's not
hospital?
within my rights to say that until a psychiatrist has.
So if I get up and leave now, am I in my right to leave now if I wanted to?
Unfortunately not, because
Okay.
you're not in my right mind.
Am I not in my right mind? How am I not in my right mind?
So the reason that they brought you in is because they worried and they see that something is not right.
I'm 36 years old. Can I not refuse hospital treatment?
You do have bipolar and you do have use of marijuana.
But that is legal.
Yes, but it's not okay for your mental side.
But if I refuse hospital treatment, is that not then abduction, that I've been abducted?
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that if you're not in the full
When
mental
could the doctor or these people then come to see us?
Sorry?
If you now give that report to Dr. Krobler,
Yeah.
when will Dr. Krobler or one of his people come to see you?
So they're going to send someone within the next few hours and hours.
2 hours.
Can I please go with him to go and buy cigarettes? We want to buy
Hold
cigarettes,
on,
that's all.
Hold on a second.
Or can we come
Hold on
tomorrow?
a second. I think I know him very well. What would be quite valuable is if he does actually go to that interview tomorrow, because he needs a good future, right? What I would like to suggest, is that you've had your review with him, you speak to Dr. Krobler, right? But I've been here all day. I can't be here any longer. I really can't. I'd like to move
It
on.
really then will become in your responsibility if you want to go with me.
Yes, I agree. So what I'm saying is that if, I didn't know Monday was a problem, right? If doctor says he's got your report and we should come to wherever it is, we should come to, whether it's here, hopefully not here, to wherever it is we go to, and then doctor can see him or one of his people can see him, he can tell me when to come, right? And I will bring him in. I promise you, I will.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
my problem is, this is the first interview he's had given to him in the last 6 months. And it's the job he used to do, and they're desperate for
So it will
someone.
be good for you.
So it'll be good for him and good for me and good for everybody. But at the same time, as he told you now in a strange way, that he does need some form of medication. He does need help from a psychiatrist or psychologist. And that's why Dr. Benioff wrote that letter, because he felt he's a GP. He's not in that space, right? That's why I sent the letter and said, well, Go and talk to Dr. Kobler.
Go and talk to Dr. Krobler.
Julian.
Not to admit.
The message, Julian, was that they normally over 3 days do all their whatever. But
Yes.
let's start with
Okay.
a meeting with Dr. Krobler or one of his representatives, somebody he says.
Thank you, ma'am.
Because I have spoken to him. But the other thing that Julian hasn't mentioned, but that's another story, is that when he separated from his wife, it wasn't a great scene, you can imagine. She's now down the south coast of Natal, and the only reason she's there is she took the children on holiday in March of the previous year when the COVID thing broke, and Ramaphosa said you're not allowed to move from province to province. So they couldn't come home. They had to stay in Natal, and they're still there. So it's not a matter of abducting any other junkie wants to come with. She had to leave there. She had to stay there and find a way of educating the children through some internet because there was no school. So there's a lot of other sides to the story. And I think it's important.
But let's focus on the.
It's important that if I can take him now, and doctor or the lady I spoke to, I think it is, if she can email me or send me a message and say the doctor would like to see Julian whenever. Tell us when it is, what time it is, and where it is. Hopefully it's not here.
Please have a seat for now. We're gonna.
I just need to sit my stand. My body is very, very sore, if that's all right.
Okay, so it's fine. I'm going to speak to him now.
Right.
There is a possibility that we're gonna have to run some tests, but I will motivate that we draw the tests. Then they will follow them up when they see them.
Thank you.
So then that won't take much longer. Give me about 5-10 minutes and
Okay.
I'll come back with
Thank you very much.
Okay, but now we've agreed that I can go with my father to the interview.
Because he's taking responsibility.
Yes, thank you very much for that.
You
10
also
minutes.
need to then realize that he's trying to help you.
Yes, I understand that.
Possible.
Yes, I understand that.
He's not trying to abduct you.
Yes,
Okay.
I know that. Can we go? Can I
No,
go and
no, 10 minutes.
Get on the phone
Okay,
first.
I'm just going to go and smoke a cigarette. Is that fine? I've been smoking a cigarette the whole day. I haven't run away. It's on level 3. They said I can go and smoke a cigarette. I'll be back right now. Thank
Leave
you.
this stuff with me.
Okay.
Leave this with me.
You can take that.